My name is Chandler McCaffrey, and this is my hypothetical participant for my SRA 388 assessment project. So, Miss Maddie Wasner is a 64-year-old female, and she's a widow, and she fell in her apartment after cooking breakfast one morning. And when she did, she lives with her son, and her son heard the fall, called 911, and she was rushed to the ER, and she was diagnosed with cerebral vascular accident, also known as CVA. So Miss Maddie Wasner has been referred to me as a recreation therapist for orders to help her regain her maximum functional ability. So today I'm going to administer a written and oral assessment that goes over activity evaluation and activity pursuant patterns. So this is going to be your written statement, half of it's your oral statement. So at this top box up here, it asks basic questions that you just need to answer. Skip this middle section because that's what I'm going to go over with you about. And this last section is your activity pursuant pattern. So this is going to ask you like what you're interested in. So on this, you're going to check P, C, or N. P stands for past interest. C stands for current interest. N stands for no interest. And at the end, I'm going to score it all. And this is your written assessment. So I'll mark which one you can do. And so you do the top and the bottom. Now that Ms. Wasner has completed her written portion of this assessment, now we're going to be doing the oral interview. So Ms. Wasner, on the series of these questions, it's going to be just asking basic questions on how important things are to you. So you're going to, when I ask you those questions, you're going to give me a number 1 through 3. 1 is not important, 2 is somewhat important, and 3 is very important. So, how important is it to you to choose what clothes to wear?
3.
Okay. How important is you to take care of your personal belongings?
3.
How important is it to you to choose between a tub bath, shower, or a bed bath?
1.
How important is it to you to have snacks available?
2.
How important is it to you to choose your own bedtime?
3.
How important is it to you to participate in leisure activities?
3.
Do you enjoy playing card games?
1.
How important is it to you to have books, newspapers, and magazines?
1.
How important is it to you to be around animals?
3.
How important is it to you to be outside?
3.
How important is it to you to participate in exercise activities?
3.
How important is it to you to listen to music you like?
3.
Okay. All right, that concludes our oral section, so just give me a second so I can score all your responses. So after going over Ms. Wasner's activity evaluation written and oral assessment, I learned that a lot about Ms. Wasner's strengths and limitations. Ms. Wasner enjoys gardening. Ms. Wasner enjoys being outdoors. She is very independent. She doubts herself often, feels like she is left alone. She's very adventurous. She has a limited range of motion on the left side of her body, and she is very spiritual. And so after scoring her assessment, I learned that I need to address her mental and physical domains. And learning from this assessment, I can implement music therapy and animal therapy to uplift her spirits when she's doubting herself and feels like she's alone. I can also introduce aquatic therapy to help her range of motion, as this provides a good boundary for people that are up in the elderly age and that don't have as good as balance. And I could also implement gardening to help with hand and eye coordination, also while enjoying being with other residents. And that is the completion of this assessment.